If you see what I have here, a sandal, you know the great importance that it has. We want to have our feet shod with the Basuras Hageolah, good news. That's one of the parts of the whole armor of God. And we know that Hasatan's head was crushed by Moshiach. We also know that in the tribe of Yehuda, where the Mashiach would come, there was a Goel who was closer relative of Elimelech, the father-in-law of Ruth, but because he exchanged his sandal with Boaz, the redemption transferred to the genealogical line of Boaz. And you can see that in the first chapter of the Brit Hadashah. So when you look at this book, the book of Ruth, you see that it's as if Elimelech vicariously stands up alive in Boaz. And when he does, he reclaims the allotted inheritance of his redemption. Because Boaz said, I will redeem you as the Lord lives. And now we see that this redemption is for the living and the dead. And we see it fulfilled in Yeshua HaMashiach. And Ruth had to accept the Goel. She had to be willing to accept him. And you know, you have to be willing too. He will put the wing of his garment over you, and he will buy back all that was lost. He will be your redemption, but you have to say yes. Just like Ruth said yes to Boaz. Then you will have the right to become one of the children of God. So the genealogy is important. And I'm talking about the genealogy at the end of the book of Ruth. It's important not just because it's King David's genealogy, but because it is Moshiach's genealogy. The sandal, we're talking about this right here, that is exchanged. Ruth chapter 4, verse 7. When it is exchanged, it falls on the genealogical line in the tribe of Judah that belonged to Boaz and Oved and his descendants that are recorded in the first chapter of the Brit Hadashah. And this means, Romans 4:13, that this genealogical line will inherit the world, will inherit the earth. And it means that Satan's head will be crushed, Genesis 3:15. And it means that the Tumurah, the substitution, will be made. The substitution to redeem the living and the dead. Even as Elimelech stood up alive vicariously through his Goel, his Redeemer, to reclaim the allotted inheritance of his redemption. You have to read this with spiritual eyes. And in the 24th chapter of Luke, we find out that every scripture in the Tanakh has a messianic